Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and we are live. And I'm going to be joined right here. Uh, she is already backstage. Please welcome. You all know her. She is my buddy. She is my, wrestling pal. Please welcome none other than Datila, Rangers of Wrestling.
Hey, Michael, thanks for having me on your show.
Of course, it's always a pleasure of you coming on my channel, and it's always fun doing these predictions.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Datila. I'm surprised she made it here tonight because TNA is doing a best of show because of the hurricane that happened down there. So it was nice of Datila to join me tonight for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why me and Datila are here tonight is because we're gonna give our predictions of Bad Blood. Now, Bad Blood is this Saturday. It's gonna be in Atlanta from the State Farm Arena, and this is the first Bad Blood show that WWE has done in 20 years. The last one that they held was back in June of 2004.
Really? It's been that long?
Yeah, which was main evented by Triple H and Shawn Michaels inside Hell in a Cell.
Oh, okay.
Before we get into the predictions, hello, Mohammed. Thank you for joining into the chat. Here, our buddy Noah. Noah, how you
Hey.
doing? Wish you could have been up here with both me and Datila, giving your predictions. But like I messaged Noah, he could give his predictions in the chat here. So I'm really
Okay.
glad that you're in the chat, Noah. So Datila, before we get into predictions, just want to talk about AEW Dynamite last night, the 5-year anniversary show.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that, I was on your channel last night. We reviewed it. But since
Mm-hmm.
I didn't review it, uh, what were your thoughts on the show last night?
I felt like it was kind of a I don't want to say a total disappointment, but it sure wasn't as strong of a show. I felt like it was just your run of the mill Dynamite. Didn't feel like a 5th year anniversary. Granted, I did like that they showed some of Dynamite's best moments, but aside from that, there was really nothing that stood out. Nothing that was like it didn't feel like a celebration of 5 years.
Yeah, I agree. It just felt like your typical run of the mill Dynamite. Tony Khan, I have to say that he failed at making uh, this show, not feel that special because it's 5 years of Dynamite being on TV. And, they started out on TNT and then they moved to TBS. And I just felt like Tony Khan should have just went out and made this show a little bit special. Like get us hyped to check out the 5-year anniversary show.
Yeah.
They had some moments here and there of the 5 years, but it wasn't a whole lot. They
Hmm.
just showed like a moment here or there, and pretty much that was basically that. But I did enjoy the opening match, which was Ricochet versus Will Ospreay, which I thought was going to be the main event of the show, but sadly, it opened the show. I mean, when you see that match, it's a pretty much basically your like main event match because it did feel like a main event match.
Yeah.
And then and then the show was main evented by Kazuchika Okada versus Bryan Danielson, which was a good match, but it was title versus title,
Hmm.
I'd say, but it just dragged on too long. I mean, it felt like when we got to like 10 o'clock, it was such a long overrun because you know how AEW does these overruns. They never end on time,
Hmm.
and this this show didn't end last night until like 10:30
For you,
for us. Yeah,
for
Datilla
you
is
people
on
on the East Coast,
Datilla's on West Coast time, everybody. So she's a West Coast girl. So
it was
and
7:30 when I finished.
yeah, She's lucky. Datila's lucky she's on the West Coast, so she
Wrestling's
doesn't have.
wrestling ends early.
Yeah, she doesn't have to be that tired like us on the East Coast here.
Although I will say, when I was in Houston, Texas earlier this year, I did feel it when I watched a Double or Nothing.
Yeah,
I did
I
feel
could
it
imagine
there
how
because
I
it
could
didn't
imagine
end
how
till
that
like
was.
11.
Yeah, I could imagine how that was.
Yeah.
So, but overall, just a very boring show was last night. That's why I didn't cover it because after 10:30, if it ended at 10:30, I'm like, do I really need to cover this show because of how bad it was?
Yeah.
So, but that's my thoughts on the show last night.
Hmm.
So right now we're gonna jump into the Bad Blood predictions. We got 5 matches on the card here, which is good. I like how the way that Triple H uh, books these matches for a premium live event. It's not like we're getting like 8, 9, 10 matches to when Vince was booking everything. But total 5 matches, and it seems like it's going to be a good show. So we're going to start off here with CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, Hell in a Cell. I am really enjoying how they are building, with this feud with Punk and McIntyre. I think that it's just a very interesting feud happening on Monday Night Raw, along with Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed, and Drew McIntyre, you know, has been going after Punk and stealing Punk's bracelet with AJ's name on it and uh, his dog Larry, which a fan actually made for Punk, from what I heard. And then they were trying to sell it on WWE Shop, like they were trying to make WWE Shop was trying to make their own versions of it, from what I heard. And I really do hope that that person, that girl that made the bracelet, got a little bit of profit from WWE, because if not, then that is fucked up. But going into Punk and McIntyre this Saturday in this Hell in a Cell, I think it's going to deliver. I think it's going to be very good. We will definitely be seeing some blood here in the match. This is the Hell in a Cell that they're using is your old school Hell in a Cell. It's not that awful, shitty eyesore red cell that we saw when Vince was booking everything. Because man,
I'll be back.
that
Hold on.
red Hell in the Cell uh, looked just absolutely atrocious, and I'm really glad that Triple H, brought back the original Hell in the Cell. And without a doubt, I think this match is going to possibly go, maybe 30 minutes or so. But to win, I have to say that CM Punk is going to beat Drew McIntyre here. I think Punk is going to win the match here, and that's going to be your end feud between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. But I think it's going to be the best match of the night, in my opinion. Just going to wait until Datila comes back here. But yeah, let me know what all your thoughts is on the CM Punk Drew McIntyre match. Do you think Punk is going to win? Do you think McIntyre is going to win? Let me know in the side chat here, and like to hear what you all will say about the match.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. Datila's back, everybody. So Datila, I said that CM Punk. My prediction is for CM Punk to win Hell in a Cell. What do you think?
I do think CM Punk is winning. This is like his first, well, not his first feud because he was feuding with Seth Rollins, but unfortunately, we never got a match between Rollins and Punk. So I do think CM Punk should win this. I wonder who's going to get thrown off the cage. I do agree there's definitely going to be blood. Now, with this match rumored to open, I thought this match would close. Honestly, so I'm pretty surprised that this is opening, but I think it's going to be a really great match, and I would hate to be the match that follows this. This is going to be pretty hard to follow this match.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this match should go on like I think this match should be like a co-main event match
I
instead of it
agree.
instead of it going instead of it hopefully rumored to be going on first. Because I don't think you want to start off, you know, Hell in a Cell, at the beginning of the show because you know the main event for the first Bad Blood show in '97 was Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell, and that was for the WWE Championship to determine
But
the number at Survivor Series that year.
I speaking of Survivor Series, I think that's going to play a factor into the main event. So I think that the rumored Cody and Reigns versus the Bloodline main event, I think there's a reason for that. I will talk more into it when we get to that match.
Yeah, but yeah, CM Punk. My prediction for to win Hell in a Cell. Just who gets thrown off the cage? I think McIntyre is going to be the one to get thrown off the cage to get thrown off of the cell.
I think that too. And it's too bad JR won't be there to call his iconic, "By God, Drew McIntyre just got broken in half."
Or Jerry Lawler will go, incoming when Shawn Michaels fell off the cell.
Right.
So, but yeah. But yeah, it's without doubt it's going to be a great match, and I hope
Definitely.
hopefully it'll be your one of two main events,
Yeah, the co-main event.
the co-main event.
Like I said, I would hate to follow this match.
Yeah. Next is Nia Jax versus Bayley for the Women's Championship. So, of course, Nia Jax is your Women's Champion. Bayley wants another shot at regaining the Women's Championship. And I gotta say, I think that Nia Jax is going to retain the title. I don't see Bayley winning it. I think they're going to give Nia Jax a pretty good reign with the title. But it sucks for me saying that as a Bayley fan because I'm a huge fan of Bayley, and the way how they are booking Nia Jax and her title reign, I think that they're gonna give Nia Jax the retain of the title. So, what do you think, Datila?
I definitely do agree. I think Nia Jax is retaining here. I don't think she's going to lose. And with the story that they're telling Nia Jax and with Tiffany Stratton, they're definitely setting up for Tiffany to cash in on Nia Jax. I don't think it's going to happen here. But what I do think is going to happen is, remember, Nia Jax is still kind of upset with Tiffany. So I think to get back in her good graces, she's going to attempt to help her. Like, she might try to cash in, but play it off like she tried to help Nia retain.
Yeah, it's one of those tease that you're gonna cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase
Yeah, exactly.
where
But I
it
do think
where
Nia Jax is retaining.
yeah where it's gonna get your hopes up and then like, oh no, they're not cashing it in tonight. So I my prediction, I think, for like when Tiffany Stratton cashes in the briefcase, I could see her holding it until WrestleMania. I think at next year's WrestleMania, that's when we're going to see Tiffany Stratton cash in her Money in the Bank briefcase. I think that she wants that WrestleMania moment.
That would be so cool because we have yet to have a woman do that. We've had men do that. We've had Seth Rollins with the heist of the century. So I would definitely like and wouldn't mind if Tiffany Stratton does that.
Yeah, she'll be the first she'll be the first female in history to do that at a WrestleMania. So hopefully they end up doing that for next year's WrestleMania. That would be a huge moment in Tiffany Stratton's career and also one of the best moments in WrestleMania history.
I agree.
And to do it in Vegas, that would be awesome. And you might possibly be attending WrestleMania next year.
I'm already registered for that pre-sun. I got my hotel booked in advance just in case.
Woo! The tiller's rolling. So hopefully you get good seats for that show
I
next year.
have to I have to get them in the register in the pre-sun. I'm gonna be mid-flight when they actually go on sale.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Nia Jax is going to retain the title. That's my prediction. Next is Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. I think this has the potential to be a good match here. Really am enjoying the feud between Damian Priest and Finn Balor, and then the stuff with Priest and the Judgment Day, and Rhea with the Judgment Day, and Liv Morgan, which we'll get to talking about. But the one thing that I'm not liking with how the Terror Twins, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest are booked, and me and Datila, we described this. Uh, there's a point where Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, they have the advantage over the Judgment Day. And then when Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest go to attack the Judgment Day gets the top advantage over the both of them, which makes Rhea and Damian Priest look weak when they shouldn't be. But as for who wins this match, I'm gonna have to go with Damian Priest. I think Damian Priest is going to get the win over Finn Balor here. And also with Priest, I really am enjoying how the way that he is being booked now. Although I hope that they don't make him do like that angry face like that, making him turn into the Incredible Hulk. Because that's not how I want to see Damian Priest when he's like absolutely angry like that. It just seems laughable. They did that when Vince was booking Damian Priest. It's like every week when Damian Priest was in a match, he would bust out into the Incredible Hulk like that. So, but my prediction, Damian Priest is going over Finn Balor. So, Attila, what do you think?
Well, I have not been enjoying this feud. I still think that the Terror Twins shouldn't have won at Bash in Berlin. I just feel like if this feud was going to continue, why did they have to win? Haven't liked I have not liked Judgment Day's booking at all. The new Judgment Day's booking at all. I don't understand how Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley keep getting the upper hand when there's only 2 of them and 5 members of Judgment Day. Yeah, so I have to agree. I think Damian Priest beats Finn Balor here. I don't think he should. I think Finn Balor should win here, but it wouldn't surprise me to see Damian Priest win here.
Yeah, because I think that since Priest and Rhea Ripley have been getting beat down a whole lot by the Judgment Day, I think that they're going to have Damian Priest go over Balor because how many times do we guys see Balor, no, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley get beat down by the Judgment Day? At least have them get the advantage, in a match. Because then you're just going to keep making Priest and Rhea look weak. And that's not how I want to see the both of them because they're very talented and they're so over with the crowd. You keep doing that, you keep making them look weak, then the crowd's not going to give a shit about Priest and Rhea. So, but go with Damian Priest to win the match here. Next, we got the Women's World Championship match. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. And Dominic Mysterio will be in the Shark Tank. Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. Trying to kill the guy?
Yes. Yeah, that's my first botch. Yeah. So, yeah, Shark Cage. So, but I gotta say, Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, the feud has been somewhat okay. It's been somewhat enjoyable, but there are points where you have Liv Morgan, helping out the Judgment Day get a win, and it makes Dominic get an easy win over his opponent or the opponents that the Judgment Day are facing. And with Dominic hanging above the ring in a shark cage, I think that maybe we get uh, some from the Judgment Day trying to interfere in the match. Like maybe we'll get like McDonough or Carlito come out there and try to distract Liv Morgan. Maybe there's a point where Dominic tries to break out of the shark cage and probably rip open the bottom of the shark cage. Maybe that probably Dominic is gonna find a way out of the shark cage probably. And do I see Rhea Ripley winning this match? Yeah, I think that it's time that Rhea Ripley wins back the Women's World Championship, a title that she did not lose because she had to give it up because of injury. So I think this is Rhea's moment, and it's going to put an end to her feud with Liv Morgan. Now, I said that Liv Morgan was just going to be a transitional champion, and she's going to hold the Women's World Championship until Rhea gets back. But they have been playing into this. Like when Rhea came back, she was in that match. She was in a match with Liv Morgan for the title. Obviously, Dominic ended up helping Liv retain the title. But now that he's going to be hanging above the ring in a shark cage, they'll probably get a chance for maybe Rhea to win back the title. Or, like I said, Dominic could, screw up the match, get out, find some way to get out of the shark cage and just have Liv Morgan retain the title. But the way to go is for Rhea to win the match and win back the title, which I would, like to see that. So I'm going with Rhea Ripley. So, Datila?
I have to go with Liv Morgan on this one. And the reason why I go with Liv Morgan is, yeah, sure, Dominic is going to be suspended from the cage. Like you said, somebody else could get involved, but I don't think it's going to be Judgment Day. I don't know what the status of her return is. I don't know how she's doing or if she's ready to return to the ring, but I think Raquel Rodriguez comes back and helps Liv Morgan in this. It makes sense. Liv and Rhea, or Liv and Raquel were a team, and Raquel lost to Rhea Ripley. And physically, Liv isn't as strong as Rhea, so she's gonna need muscle. So I go with Liv Morgan, and I think Raquel Rodriguez returns and she joins Judgment Day.
That's a pretty good prediction there. Maybe we will see Raquel Rodriguez come back. I mean, it's been a while since we saw Raquel. So will we get maybe Raquel, helping Liv Morgan retain the title? Maybe. And will Raquel be part of Judgment Day? Maybe. But who knows? But like I said, I'm going with Rhea Ripley to retain to win the title, and Datila's going with Liv Morgan. So we're split on it. So we'll see what happens. And then we have the tag team match: Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline.
The rumored main event.
And Jacob Fatu, which is the rumored main event. Now, Datila actually told me this before we went live, and she saw an article uh, that was posted on PW Insider. So she has the news about that. Datila, do you want to explain what that news is?
Well, PW Insider just reported that Cody and Roman are set to main event, and the Hell in the Cell match is opening.
Hmm.
That's really all it was.
Okay, so it was pretty much basically oh, Hell in a Cell is starting off the show. Cody
Mhm.
and Roman is going to be the main event.
And I will say, if this tag match main event, something major has to happen. You need a massive angle because if there's no massive angle, this match could have easily opened or at least
Yeah,
went on second to last.
yeah.
So you need a major, massive angle, and within October, Survivor Series is November 30th. So biggest thing I can think of is The Rock returns.
So maybe we see The Rock come back this Saturday at Bad Blood, and
Yeah, that's
it sets up for Survivor Series.
the question is, are Cody and Roman going to win, or because of The Rock, will the Bloodline win?
Well, my prediction here, I really am liking how the way the bloodline is going. I like Sol Sikoa. I've always been a fan of Sol Sikoa since his time in NXT. Jacob Fatu is a beast. Really enjoy when he's on TV and destroying his opponents. And Tongaloa, they're both very good. I think they fit really well with Sikoa and Fatu there. And without a doubt, I think this match is going to be good. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns teaming up is pretty good, considering Cody won the title from Roman at WrestleMania. Like thinking about Cody and Roman teaming up here, it just makes me think of the whole Vince, can they coexist like that? So
Old habits die hard.
wait, what'd you say?
Old habits die hard.
Yep, old habits die hard, but I really am sensing that something could go down here in the match. Maybe Cody and Roman they don't see eye to eye at some point in the match, but who knows? But my prediction, I'm going with uh I'm going with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns to win it because obviously they're the top guys in the company. So without a doubt, they're gonna have Cody and Roman go over Sikoa and Fatu. So that's who I'm going with: Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, with possibly maybe The Rock returning in the end. So, Attila?
Well, this is so hard because, like you said, I feel like this match isn't as obvious as we think it is. We might think that, oh, Roman and Cody are going to win. There you go. But that may not be the case. I think the Bloodline wins, but I don't think that it's because of The Rock. I think that Kevin Owens turns on Cody. I think he comes out and betrays Cody Rhodes because remember, they've been teasing the Kevin Owens heel turn. And I think maybe Kevin Owens cost Cody Rhodes this match, and I think The Rock comes out at the end.
Hmm. So there were talks about Kevin Owens turn heel. It's been teased. Because at one point you had Kevin Owens trying to attack Cody with the belt on SmackDown, but unfortunately Cody ended up turning around and Kevin Owens ended up handing the title to no, Kevin Owens ended up handing the title to Cody. And there's been a lot of talk about that. There's been a lot of talk about either Kevin Owens is going heel or Randy Orton is going to be going heel. Now, who I want to see turn heel, I'd rather see Randy Orton turn heel over Kevin Owens because I feel like when you turn Kevin Owens heel, it's just gonna be the same thing, him having a feud with one of the guys, and then we'll go back to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens having a match, like that. So I would want to see Randy Orton turn heel more than Kevin Owens.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I could be completely wrong, and Roman and Cody could win this. I feel like that's the most obvious choice here.
Yeah. Well, we all agree to disagree. These are our
Yeah,
predictions.
but I'm sticking to my choice.
It's up to creative on what they do. So I'm going with Cody and Roman Reigns to win the match. But Bad Blood is shaped up to be, a good show on Saturday. It's not going to be that long. It's only 5 matches. How many minutes the matches go? Punk and McIntyre, I see maybe going 30
30
minutes.
minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes, I'd see.
Nia Jax Bailey, I could sense maybe going 25. Maybe around there. Priest and Balor, maybe 35 minutes.
You think 35 minutes, really?
Yeah, there's going to be some story to tell there.
Yeah. I see 25 to 30 minutes.
Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, I sense that going maybe 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline, I say about 40 minutes.
Yeah, I definitely do.
That's
I think
definitely
the two long.
Go ahead, Datila.
I think the two longest matches are going to be the Cody and Roman and the Hell in the Cell match. I definitely don't think they're going to be the longest matches.
Yeah, I agree. Because with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns going 40 minutes, it's gotta go that length. I mean, you got Cody and Roman teaming up, and you got the Bloodline. They are like the most interesting feud going on SmackDown. Which, when you watch SmackDown every single week, there's nothing going on that show except for the Bloodline storyline. Out of the Bloodline storyline, what is there to offer on SmackDown? So, but those are our predictions. You could agree or disagree with us. We're just, doing this for fun. Hopefully our predictions come true, and we'll see what happens on Saturday. We got the View with Drew. He's like, "Hey everyone, what's up?" And Datila, here are Noah's predictions. He's like,
Okay.
I'm predicting CM Punk. He's predicting Bailey. He's predicting Finn. He's predicting Liv, and Cody and Roman to win. He kept saying Rock could return and turn on Roman, or Owens wins. So those are his predictions. Those are good predictions, Noah.
Yeah, I agree. Pretty good predictions.
But yeah, it shouldn't be a long show on Saturday. I think it's starting at 6:00
Mm-hmm.
for the kickoff. There's no match that was announced for the pre-show.
I definitely do see this pay-per-view ending like 9:30 your time. Close to 10.
Yeah, 10 on my time, 7 on Datila's end, West Coast time. Yeah, I wish I would be watching the wrestling at West Coast time if I lived out there.
Sometimes it's not as good as you think it is, because depending on what time you get off from work, 5:00 is rush hour time. So if you're like me, you get off at 5. You gotta try to beat the traffic home.
Yeah, especially California traffic is probably crazy.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. And Datila is doing predictions again for A Plus Hero Report. So definitely go check out A Plus Hero Report. She will be there. She'll be doing predictions there. And, you know, if you want to hear Datila's predictions again on A Plus Hero Report, if you missed the stream, check her out on there. But is there any news in wrestling that you want to talk about that you heard? Or we could talk about the AW. We could talk about the AW deal.
Okay, yeah. We could talk about that.
So AW struck a deal with Warner Bros. Discovery, and Max is going to be streaming AW Dynamite, Rampage, Collision on their streaming service. Good thing I have Max, but
It's simultaneously, so it's what airing on TV. You can watch it on Max, assuming for those that don't have cable, which is great
yeah,
actually.
yeah, that's a good thing. Like if you guys don't have cable, if you subscribe to Max, you'll get AW there. You get it on Max. If you have cable, it'll still be on TBS, TNT for Rampage and Collision. I mean, for Rampage, who watches Rampage besides me? I'm like the only one.
I think Rampage is gonna get canceled because nothing was said about Rampage.
I don't know if you heard about this, but there was rumors that they're trying to bring back AEW Dark.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And I'm like, why would you bring back AEW Dark? Who watched AEW Dark?
I never watched Dark or Elevation.
I never watched. Well, I watched Elevation for the first show, and then after that, I'm like, it's not worth my time. But Collision, I have to say, it's somewhat at points better than Dynamite, because I feel like there is a lot of stuff going on there. You have Hologram, who is very talented on Collision, and he's not been on Dynamite at all. He's only, I think, exclusive to Collision, but he's very talented. I really enjoy him in the ring. When is Bad Blood? Bad Blood is this Saturday, live on Peacock. Stream it live on Peacock. But with the news of AEW striking that deal with Warner Bros. Discovery and being simulcast on Max, there will be the AEW pay-per-views coming to Max for a price. I think for a price adjustment,
discounted price
on Max starting next year. So any of you who buy the AEW pay-per-views, like if you buy them on Bleacher Report.
Bleacher Report is closing.
Yeah, Bleacher Report or Thrill. What was the other one?
I call it. I think it's Triller. I don't know. There's no H, so it's not Thriller.
Yeah.
It used to just be Fight TV, but then they changed their name.
Yeah, or Fight TV. You can now, you don't have to buy them anymore from those sites. Now you could get them if you're subscribed to Max, which that is a good thing, because I never pay for the AW shows. I never pay for the AW pay-per-views. I just stream them on a third-party site.
Okay, confession.
Yeah, confession.
But
because if the show sucks, I feel like I just wasted $60 on it. So the show has to be good, and it has to have a good card in order for me to buy the show, to go out and pay $60 for the show.
Right.
But the pay-per-views, Tony Khan has to know how to make these shows a little bit more shorter, because the show starts here. The AEW pay-per-views out here start at 8:00, and if you don't count the 0-hour pre-show, you're having the show at 8:00, and then the show here on the East Coast, it doesn't end till 11:30 midnight here. And if you count the 0-hour, that's from 7:00 to whatever time the show ends. So it's like 5.5 hours you're watching the show at. and then it's like 4.5 without 0 hour. So Tony Khan really needs to short these shows because it's good for the Tilla on the West Coast because it ends early, and here it's like it's very late. There are points where like, do I want to review this show like late at night at like midnight, 12:30, and then get it all edited by like 1 o'clock? I'm like, nobody's gonna stay up at like 1, 2 in the morning here on the East Coast just to watch a review of AEW pay per view.
Yeah.
That's why I'm mostly over on the Tilla's channel, reviewing the show with her,
Mhm.
which that is a lot easier
Mhm.
because the Tiller only goes over like some portions of the match. Me, I just go over the match move for move, which is, I have to say, a lot more interesting though, to know people like what spots happen in the match, like what good spots, because if you miss out a good spot in the match, people are gonna be like, "Oh, well, you missed out mentioning that spot." So,
Mhm.
but yeah, Max getting AEW for Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, and the pay per views for next year. That's good on them. I really am glad that they got this deal, and with me having Max, it saves me, money. It saves me money from buying, the pay per view or streaming it from a third party site.
Well, depending on the cost of how much Max is and how much the pay-per-views are, I might as well just stick to buying the pay-per-views off Thriller TV because for me, it's pointless to get Max if the only thing I'm gonna use it for is AEW. That's how I feel about Peacock and Netflix.
Yeah, but I'm trying to like balance like which streaming app I want to get rid of because I have Disney Plus, which that's going up in price because they announced that. I got Max. I have Peacock, which normally I use Peacock just for the premium live events. I don't watch nothing else on Peacock.
Yeah, same
And
here.
then
So it's kind of like, do I really want to add HBO Max? I'm not gonna use it. I know I'm not.
yeah, and then I also have Paramount Plus. And now I'm gonna have to get Netflix because of Monday Night Raw coming in January. So I'm trying to see like which streaming app I could get rid of so I could save money and you know use whatever app I want to use like for like I want to subscribe to Netflix for Monday Night Raw.
I've already had Netflix. I've actually had Netflix for years. I kept it around all these years, so now there's even more of a reason to keep it. Like I said, I'm gonna see how much it is, how much HBO Max is, and if it's cheaper than Sling TV, then I might as well just cancel Sling TV and get HBO Max because then that way I could still watch Dynamite and Collision without having to pay extra.
Now with Max, it says the plans start at $9.99 a month.
Okay.
The most expensive one is if you get the Disney Plus, if you get Max with Disney Plus and Hulu, which the
Mm,
plan starts 16.99 a month. It's the bundle.
mm. Actually, I might just keep Sling TV because I just realized I'm gonna watch SmackDown.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, since SmackDown's on USA now, it's
Yeah, but
it's good that
I don't have cable anymore, so I can't watch it on the USA app.
yeah. Well, Sling TV has to have USA, right?
It does, it does. That's what I'm saying. Like I might as well just keep Sling TV because it has USA.
Mhm.
Okay.
But yeah, it says Disney Plus Hulu Max bundle would add 16.99 a month. No ads, $30 a month. So that there you go, Datila. That's the prices for like the plans. But if you just get Max, it starts you out with 9.99 a month.
Okay.
So uh says, which match are you excited for this Saturday? Hell in the Cell, CM Punk
Same.
versus Drew
Hell in the
McIntyre.
Cell. Hell
That's
in the
probably
Cell. Yeah.
the most match that everybody's excited for. But going to end the stream here because I know that Tilla has got to get over to A Plus Hero and do her predictions again with them. But it was a joy having you on. You're always welcome on my channel. Same how I'm always welcome on your channel when I do the reviews with you. You're very much loved here with everybody that watches, and tell everybody where they can find you.
You could follow me on Twitter at @Datila_. Talk all things wrestling, WWE, AEW, TNA. I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, occasional Saturdays and Sundays on my channel, Rangers of Wrestling. And then for all things TNA, make sure you check me out every Thursday on Body Slam. There's actually today there was no TNA Impact. It was the Best of Bound for Glory episode because unfortunately due to the hurricane, TNA was not able to film today. I mean this past weekend, so it is unfortunate. But we'll be back next week with as the road to Bound for Glory continues.
And she has an upcoming AEW unboxing video to do.
Yeah, not anytime soon. Maybe within the next 2 weeks. I definitely will keep you guys posted.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to what cards you got in there.
Thanks.
I gotta get a box of those. Okay. I haven't gotten cards in a while, so
yeah.
That's one box I got to pick up. As for me, you know where to find me right here, Michael101591. Of course, if you're new to the channel, I do WWE reviews, Monday Night Raw every Monday, SmackDown every Friday, AEW Dynamite every Wednesday. I do movie reviews, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K updates. I have old school commercial breaks on my channel, so if you're very nostalgic, I want to relieve stuff from back in the day through like commercials and toys in them. Check them out. Give my channel a subscribe, and let's have some fun. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Datila, once again, it was a pleasure of you,
thank you
coming on here. Always welcome.
Oh, thanks.
And welcome. And be sure to stay tuned tomorrow, everybody, for my SmackDown review, which I'll be covering that. Bad Blood, I might be reviewing on Saturday. And maybe I'll pop in if Datila has the time. If she wants me to review Bad Blood with her, I'll probably be on her channel reviewing it with her.
We'll see, maybe, because we'll see.
We'll see. If not, review on my channel here. But thank you all for watching. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.